This station rules the nation. Truth FM 96.1 in full of Liberia.
Tuesday morning, 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Waking up in the morning, man. It's got to be God. Thank God for the gift of life. Today's the 14th of January, 2025. The year is moving gradually. We'd like to say a pleasant good morning live from Painesville, Duperville, off Monrovia. And it's good to have our listener across the country who's listening to us every morning, monitoring Truth FM broadcasting 7 days a week. In fact, we have gone 19 hours a day, 365 days in a year. 961, the love of liberty, man. Oh my God, the love of liberty brought us together. Can I still say, let justice be done to all? Oh, sometimes difficult to say, but let justice be done to all. Good morning, Nimba. Good morning, Lofa. Good morning to a new bread basket, Nimba County. Yago Nimba Yasie. Every good thing must come from Nimba. In terms of role, in terms for infrastructure, Nimba is the new bread basket. Good morning, Grandmaster. Good morning, Mangibi. Bon County, good morning. It appears that good things coming up in Bon County because the rule of law caucus, some pictures coming up for Bon. Good morning. Grandkid Mahar is it this morning. Bapolo, Grand Jida, Maryland, Riverside, Sino, Grand Crew, and Afuere, Anicio, Aponisa Tro. Today's Tuesday, man. O'Neal Roberts, Marka Davis, gonna serve you breakfast up to 10 o'clock. And let's take our morning motivation before I greet the president. I attribute my success in 2024 to Truth FM TBS. I never gave or took any excuse to listen to the show Mondays to Friday. Thanks to the TBS crew. Morning motivation, Bobby Bleedy Addison. And this one is also to all of the silent listeners who always listen out to the TBS. Good morning so much. His Excellency the President of the Republic of Liberia, Joseph Yoba Boykai, would like to say good morning to you. Member of the 55th. Good morning. Yes, let's have a great time serving breakfast this morning. Thank God for the gift of life. Good morning. Maka, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning, O'Neal, and good morning to all of our wonderful listeners who have joined us this morning. Yes, we're happy to be here to serve you breakfast up to 10 o'clock. But I feel sorry for some of my friends, especially from Bon County.
Okay.
Bon County is a great county. Nothing bad happened there.
What you say, feel sorry?
Yeah, they lost their opening game in the National County Sports Meet.
Okay.
And what makes it very sad is that before the opening of the tournament, they took all the citizens in the county and paraded with them in the street.
Amen.
Bragging that they were going to beat Grand Bassa mercilessly. Unfortunately,
It didn't happen.
The whole thing turned around. Now I can see my friend Vavle Kamara. I can see my friend Selma Lomax.
Okay.
I can see these guys.
So I have my county me Jesse now.
Even the Deputy Finance Minister Bill McGill Jones. I don't see him.
Yes, I don't see McGill. McGill is on a serious investigation. You don't see McGill football fan, I even get it. So the easy member Briggs Mensa.
I'm not saying Mama.
You see James Colette.
Yeah.
James Colette was crying in last night.
Yeah.
Is that James crying?
Yeah, I saw him crying for the Capitol
building. Man, wept.
Yeah, I can see.
No more. I never cried since. For the give up media blackout. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, for the family, I say.
No, I don't think
The
so.
cry in James Colette Day, no one had there since 1847 to see a public official cry in that kind of manner. James Colette. Good morning. Bon Conte
I can
guy.
only compare that crying
To
to
what?
the VP during the passing of Senator Johnson.
Let's
Yeah.
compare it to Joe Weah.
Okay, when he won.
Yeah, he's not gonna raise your man. Look at everybody. The man, look at the cry. SKD Jam Pack took the wet hanger shape. Yeah, man, put the head down and say, "Wow, my God, my God, my father." Finally, after 2 attempts, yeah, finally ball bounce, rule change. Yeah, man. Good morning, Becca. How you doing
Yes,
this
good
morning?
morning. We are grateful to be
And all the things
alive.
they will go to will never cry.
Yeah,
Eh?
they will not cry.
They
What
will
do they
get
cry
cry.
for?
When a wolf team you cry for I-11,
Yeah.
go to 11.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so again, thanks to all of you who have joined us. We are grateful to be here again. You know, in life, a lot of people are now, spending some time in a little, religious mood because at the beginning of the year, you have to put the life of your family in the hands of the Lord, putting the entire year in God's hand.
Very important.
Yes, to see you through. And so we want to say a special thank you to families and friends who are doing that. And also, they're not only doing that for themselves, they're also doing that for friends. They're doing that for the country and our leaders. So we want to appreciate all of you religious people who are dedicating some of your time, to pray for the nation, to pray for the citizens of the country, to pray for the economy of the country. Because, only what has happened now in Liberia is that we have come to judge governance on the economy. That's just clear now. Nobody really judge the administration or grade any administration based on what you're doing in terms of infrastructure development, even though they just mention them. They don't really have time what you're doing when it comes to policy reforms. They don't really talk about that. But the first thing that Liberian people use to judge any administration is the bread and butter issue.
Yes.
The way they call it, the simple way, the bread and butter issue. So should the bread and butter issue be the only yardstick to measure the performance of an administration? Do you believe so? You think it should be the only yardstick to use to judge a government?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think so. No. But well, that's why we have. This is Liberia, and we're happy that we're here, O'Neal.
Yes, we're happy we're here. So once Amara Corner also wet.
Okay. Oh yeah, yes, I remember. In the war room, in the Unity Party war room, you remember?
Okay.
Yes.
Amara.
Yes, American. That's true. That's true. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
When you see you cry for Bapulu. With all the lazy money, the lazy money will wear Bapulu.
The huge pits all in the forest. No way for the people to make farm. Their homes are at risk of flooding. How will the people survive the future 10, 20 years from now? As it is now, people think it is joke. But wait for the impact 10 years from now, even 5 years from now. Let the scale of illicit mining continue in Bapolu and other counties, including Riverside. And let's see, 5, 10, 15 years from now, you will see the impact. Maybe by that time, we will not be on radio again. But somebody will mention that in 2023, 2024, 2025, there were people on radio in Liberia who said illicit mining was going to destroy the country. Now we cannot feed ourselves because we don't have the land to make farm anymore. Now we are always calling for Red Cross to come to the aid of the communities because flooding or sea erosion is wiping our communities away due to illicit mining activities. You will remember one day in history that we said this.
On the watchful eyes of women pay.
Yes.
Yes, it's 8 o'clock. This is the TVS 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. And the good thing about Truth FM cut across the country. Yesterday, I think I have to call this fellow name. Yeah, the man came from Wicked Mount to bring me my father that scratch car. You see it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, now you're in the paper.
Now you're in the paper. So I stopped on the compound. The man said, I was saying $2.50. Abraham showing a fair share. Yeah, I was saying $2.50. See, Abraham K. Nama.
Okay.
Yeah, Kid Man King Jaw.
Wow.
Yes. But what is written on the paper and what I receive?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But you see, O'Neal,
that came from where Kid Man
always said this thing. Look, let me tell you, this gesture of this young man
Yeah.
is more than somebody buying you a car.
Yes.
Because this is, they call it what? The widow's mite?
The widow's mite.
Yes, this could be,
Let us watch what God is in it.
this could,
My John
this
Greek
could even be his last,
Mm-hmm.
but he said, let me reach out and appreciate. This is very important. For me,
Yeah.
it is emotional.
Yes, it's very emotional.
Yes, because a little man walking and feeling the impact of the work you do.
It's from way
And say,
grandkids.
well, these are people that are making impact on the life of our people. We advocated that in Grand Cape Mountain County, for example, B Mountain was not doing much.
Mm-hmm.
And when we raised this issue for over 3 to 4 months,
Yeah.
it came a point in time that the government moved in. B Mountain listened to the community people.
Mm-hmm.
Today, the impact of B Mountain, I mean, there's some level of positive impact that the people are feeling now. Road rehabilitation, scholarship.
B Mountain is doing well as compared to Western Cluster.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Cluster.
if somebody said somewhere and say, well, these little things that are happening now is because there were people sitting somewhere who
Mm-hmm.
talked on our behalf.
Mm-hmm.
And this person come out, Abraham K. Nama
Namba
came out from way King George, Grand Cape
George.
County,
Thank
and
you,
said,
man.
when we have come to
Yes.
appreciate you guys for what you do
Yeah.
here. We appreciate you a lot. You are somebody who will recognize always on this show because you show that what we do here is having some impact on the lives of our people. And that is the reason why we are here.
Great. Folks, Grand Bassa County, watch out, Marka will be in Grand Bassa.
Very good.
We can tell you the date, but you'll be
Yeah.
in Grand Bassa.
Yeah.
Yes, probably
Yeah.
maybe for 2 days at most.
Yes.
Yes,
at
you,
most.
that's 2 days at
2 days at
most.
most.
Yes. Probably he end up Friday
if it
and
is-
come back on Sunday.
Yes, most likely.
Is that a protocol, right?
Most likely. Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yes,
But
I
even
hope it work.
Even if I enter Wednesday and the workload is heavy, I'll still come back
Well,
Sunday.
low. Just press recall. When you come, folks, no workload.
You
When
know,
you enter Grand Bassa, just press recall. When the
And-
RS agenda is very long, just press recall. When you come back, you do your workload.
ain't no Nigerian man that travel business. When
Yeah.
they move from one state, they go to another, they say that travel.
Okay.
This is going to be my first travel this year.
Yeah.
Yes, to go to Grand Bazaar, the city of hospitality.
Okay.
Yeah,
You have never been to Grand Bassa?
No. What? I've
Okay.
been there a
Okay.
couple of times.
I've been to Bassa, man.
But do you know that I love Buchanan more than Ganta?
Ganta?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Grand
I
Bassa free.
don't know why, but
Bassa free, eh?
no, it's just that people are hard. I don't know why, but I love Buchanan more than Ganta. Not that I don't love Ganta. I love my county. I love the progress in Nimba. But there's just something in my heart about Buchanan. I don't know why. Yeah, so I love Buchanan. So most likely I'll be going there this week, depending on arrangements.
Oh, if the arrangement is not done.
Yeah, if it's not done, I will not
And
done.
when you go in, please call Coris Kanga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coris carry me in Bassa in 2023 and abandon me.
But then,
Yeah, I'm
no,
going.
forget about Coris.
How you carry?
No.
You take a traditional man, son of a late Baptist Digon,
Enter in the
and
city.
carry the man to Buchanan. You just put a man in from one entertainment place and disappear, and the man saw you the next morning.
That's not a good one.
You can't do that to me.
No.
At the end of the day, you can't tell me, say, oh, how I was talking to my auntie. That why you left me
You
there.
get texting.
So my auntie- So my auntie and myself can conclude discussion. That's not your business. The matter of fact, you have pandemic in Beson. It chokon, that's a person, a pure person. Chokon a pandemic in Beson. Imagine that. And I will not take that from him anymore.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Yes, before you do the lineup, I just want to caution the folks, most time at night, the night security of the Liberian National Police will have various checkpoints across the country. One of our reporters last night got into a situation up to 2 o'clock in the morning. Mine 2 p.m.
Okay.
Yes. I just want to say this.
That is his second time.
The second time.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that's the second time.
Security is working at night. Please, when you see journalists, when you see health workers, please give the people a VIP. Once they show you an ID card, please give them a VIP. You have checkpoints right out of Dupo Road Market, and I mean everywhere you have checkpoint at night. They are setting people within the society. The same way you're not resting too, they also contributing to the society.
Absolutely.
Please. I'm not bad mouthing you, but I'm just want to encourage you. Those of you who are night shift, the night shift patrol team, please make your men to know, your people to know. There are certain individuals when you see them at night, once they identify themselves, please give them that kind of courtesy, man. you know. Yes, yes.
Yes, let me bring the lineup.
Yeah, that's the lineup. Mine is okay. Yeah, sorry for what happened last night. You want me to take him live, but I mean it's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so it's Tuesday, January 14, 2025. This show is proudly sponsored by EcoBank Liberia Limited and Orange Liberia. Coming up shortly is David Coty, the Great, with health tips.
David Coty the
Yeah,
yeah, another title to him.
yeah,
David
David
Coty
Coty
the
the Great.
Great. Okay.
Yes, David Coty
Okay.
the Great with health tips this
David
morning
Coty the Great.
for at least 6 minutes.
Never saw Josh Weah.
I'm looking for friendship.
David Coty the what?
David Coty the Great. Yeah, so yeah, coming travel to Basel.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm looking for
David
friendship.
Coty the Great.
Yes, David Coty the Great. The man will come up this morning with the health tips for at least 6 minutes. That will be followed by the review of the local dailies this morning. And in our studio chat, we still emphasize on the need for preparation ahead of the reading season. We have, I think, less than 4 months in the dry season. So what are we doing about roads, drainages in the community across the major roads across the country, especially the cities of Monrovia, Painesville, and environs? All of that, we'll talk about that again. Liberia. There are reports that Liberia has failed to secure military equipment donated by the African Union. Was something around 20 million US dollars?
Yes.
Yes, came across that also. Several city mayors in Mansourado County have accused the Ministry of Internal Affairs of causing problems in various townships. What are these issues? We'll talk about that this morning. Again, seen from the Supreme Court, the Temple of Justice on yesterday, where Thomas Etheridge, who works in Fonati's office. We witnessed some tussle between sheriffs of the court, criminal court B, and the Monrovia City Court. And that thing was embarrassing.
The two court them tossing all one person.
Yeah,
They meant to look at the whole thing.
Yeah,
They meant to look at the whole thing. Yeah,
they did talking the thing and the man fainted.
Yeah. Yeah, he right in the hospital.
Instead of issuing a red down, you told the man and carrying him to hospital.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. Again, the Ministry of Finance an investigating contract awarded to a vendor in the tune of some 322,000 US dollars. A conflict of interest were involved. All of these things we'll talk about. Reviewing the general audit at the government of Liberia soon for fiscal year 2024. After that, we'll give you the opportunity to interact with us on the show this morning and talk to your leaders. 9 o'clock will bring you sports, entertainment, commercials brought to you by EcoBank and Orange Liberia. 9:15 to 10, we will have Kaipe Nure. He's the head of communications at the National Archives. Yes, we've invited him here this morning to come and talk more about some of the work they're doing there. What did they achieve last year, and what are the plans moving forward? 2025, the second year of the administration. So Kaipi will be here this morning to talk more about that. Yes, so he will be the last guest on the show this morning. And yes, we hope to have some great interaction with him also and the team from the archive this morning. So in the midst of our country first, let's talk about these things, resolve our issues, discuss things that affect the country, and not fight, but talk until we solve our issues.
Great. Let's talk until we solve our issues. Let's bring on David Coty the Great.
Yeah, David Coty the Great. If I go to Basel and David doesn't prove that greatness, I come back, I will revoke that tattoo.
Don't tell me who should David Coty the man.
I will revoke that tattoo.
Abaz, you keep calling on. Wait, hold on. Just be on the line. Don't go off the line. I know you have unlimited credit. You keep calling on my OPS number nowadays, man.
Well, I told you I want to use the orange to call your loan, so you said no. And I got the thing piling up over 500 minutes. I don't have many people with loan to call.
So you have 500 minutes. So let me just give you a list of friends who to call for your credit to just go on there. I want you to call Nantana McGill. Talk to him. Yeah. Just say I'll call names.
Yeah.
I want you to call Lieutenant McGill so your minute will go. I want you to call Darius Dillon who said he made mistake. Who said no more jockey again? All the honeymoon ended last year. I want you to call Dillon. I want you to call Moba Molu. Okay. I want you to call Alexander Cummins. Why is it Cummins not talking? You can call him and talk. You know, very go. I want you to call. You listening? I want you.
or the TTS?
No, let's say I want your credit to finish now. I gave you some good now. I want you to call Taiwan Gongolo. Three more names. Hold on, 3 more names. I want you to call Taiwan Gongolo. So what's happening in the rule of law, been disrespected in the country? So your credit should go. Then I want you to call. When you this call, when you're making the other call, it should be to a quiet area. Then you should call money. I want you to call Opon.
Where's that coming from?
Okay, say you don't want to call Opon. I want you to call the office of the president, Joseph Boykai, to negotiate that David Coty will see Joseph Boykai.
Yes. His return to his uncle, yes.
Okay, that.
Yeah, the protocol will be going back. My man, all I did, I got no face to go over there right now.
What by you did that you can't see Joseph Boykai?
Somebody allowed you to ride his vice president car when he was vice president. Remember all the way here. You live me when encouraging the man. Oh, uncle, when every time feeling that you will go there.
You mean when you're in the car drive going together when you're vice president?
Yeah. That's why you are so that you put the president business in the paper.
Oh, you put president Benin, he said you become president in 2017.
No, I was telling him, I said, uncle, whenever you travel anywhere, please let me know. I don't like playing business. I'm not talking about abroad.
Okay.
But any part of the county, you're going anywhere in Liberia, let me know. I like to be on your trips.
Okay.
So I can be documenting. Yeah, he's listening now perhaps. Or I can anytime we meet. Also, I like to be documenting some of your activities while you're traveling around the county because you will be the next president.
That's why you said to him.
Yes.
Then
I said, Madam Soli has taken you twice as VP. I know she will choose nobody else but you. All the go put in some other ear. From there, you'll be meeting from.
I say, yeah, but Central Bank.
See, yeah, one Central Bank money bank Mills Junski. Yet, Boga say, Boga called me say, you can pick up your call, you rejected.
My man, they helped you today. You want this great without that?
No, we'll find a way that you see Boga. You know, the world laws can sit down around table and forget about it. I sure he will forget about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm praying for. You know, let me be very frank here. This thing is not about job. I'm an old man now, 71 years old. And I'm not boasting. I'm okay. At least I have built myself a nice home. And I'm okay. I'm not struggling.
But you don't see the puppet at all. You don't see it.
I want to mend that relationship.
Again.
What kind of job can I do now to go with Oakland? Even when Ellen gave me this car in her, the question was, David, what are you taking? I said, oh, man, you've been to my place 2 times. You know my distance, the road guy. To take a job now, let me continue my flashpoint work. So actually, it's not about job, no.
But in your retirement age, we'll get you job.
No, hold on. We control it there, like with the referee here. We got
the retirement age in our brother now is 65. Now you 70. You 70.
So, lastly, as if President Boga said, okay, Katumu, then forget about David Coty, let him come and see you, right? When you kneel down the way down, they don't kneel before Boga and say, put your hand on my back.
I will kneel down before my uncle. I will kneel down. All I want from him, that all, not trouble. I want my uncle to put his hand on my back.
But David, sincerely, I don't think President Boga has any issue with you.
Yeah, man, I
don't think so.
And do you know something? I visited our house many times. I know the wife very well. We sat at the dining table and ate together. Even at the office, the lady who was there.
I mean, I'm okay, happy with loving for you. Forget who won't do you. No, we have to give you the go ahead. Hold on.
So I call you David Coty the great. Common teacher from local country. I look at you. I call you the great. You don't say anything about it. When you leave from here, you know nothing about transportation. Nothing I will say. I will praise you while you're not here. No, that's not why I want you to return.
They'll go to the great. He's going to
traveling.
When Nigerian men traveling from Lagos to Calabar, he said, I'm traveling. So Maga is traveling.
Yeah, traveling for every class. I want to travel there. I can't make it. I've been to 17 countries, including the US. So you can't make it.
Especially the time you carry the female team.
You think that's small record?
The travel female team?
No, the government of Liberia did not have money to send both the male and the female team abroad. They didn't have the money. I knocked my chest in an executive committee. And Zeta Wesley was the head of the executive committee of the LFA. I said, Madam, I will raise that money. I am representing women's football here. And the main reason why, this is why the president invited us to the match. After we went to Algeria and picked the people there, we came back. I called her. I said, Madam, I got an important message for you. I went and saw her. I said, look, I took a decision on your behalf. You are the only female president in Africa. And the female team, there was no way for the female team to travel to Algeria to honor its cup tournament. I took a decision to do it because I didn't want your country, the only women's president, the women's team, to not travel. I fought her and raised the money in less than 1 month, 45,000 plus US dollars. I took the team, and guess what, Madam President? We beat the game. Oh, she was very happy. I told her, you need to just tell her thank you. She's going to again tomorrow. I took her to the match.
Okay.
In fact, I told the president, I said, Madam President, Wesley, I said, the president has invited me and the team. I want you to please you. She went with us at the match. Yeah, the president honored us. Okay. So yeah, thank you for that, man.
Thank you, man. The health tip.
The health tip. Heart disease. I've always mentioned to you or reminded you to go to the hospital, see a cardiologist or a heart doctor, and do your electrocardiography or heart test, commonly known as EKG. This is because heart disease is the leading cause of death all over the world. About 18 million people die each year globally from heart disease. In fact, one person dies every 33 seconds, at least a minute, seconds, from heart disease, from heart crisis like heart attack. And that is when blood is not reaching your heart muscles. That is heart attack. You can die from heart attack even in your sleep. Oh, yes. So be very careful. The next heart crisis is heart failure. That is if your heart is not pumping blood properly. The next one, and the most dangerous one, is cardiac arrest. This is the malfunction of the electricity of the heart. To make it simple, when your heart starts beating. Now, when your heart starts beating, you will live for several minutes. I didn't say several hours, not several days. Few minutes, you will die. Oh, yes. Now, the reason for that is because when your heart starts beating, organs like your kidney, your liver, your brain, and lungs will not receive supply anymore. It is the blood that carries nutrients and oxygen to those parts of your body, to those other organs. Now, once the heart starts pumping blood, they will not get supply anymore, and it will stop working. Oh, yeah, your brain will stop working, your kidney will stop working, your lungs will stop working, and you will surely die because no supply going to the animal. So, it is better to make sure that your heart is in proper condition than for you to collapse while playing football. It happened to several important players around the world. We listen to them on BBC. There was a popular singer. I think she's from Africa or somewhere in Europe. She was singing on stage and she collapsed. When she fell, by the time they put her in an ambulance while going, what happened? She died away. When doctors checked, heart attack. Yes, a very popular singer on stage singing, she collapsed. Footballers have been dying just like that. Now, remember this. Your prostate is important to your for your reproduction. I've talked about it many times, how important your prostate is. But do not eat these foods to protect your prostate from prostate enlargement and prostate cancer. These foods I'm talking about, you the men listening to me, whether you're young man or woman, don't eat these foods. When you eat them, you will suffer from prostate enlargement or prostate cancer. Number one, processed meat, like bacon, hot dog, sausages, all these kind of things. Stop eating them. They are not good for you. I will find a time one day to elaborate on them one by one why they are not good. The WHO refers to them as as group 1 carcinogens. That's the WHO. It refers to them as group 1 carcinogens, which means they are linked to cancer. Number 2, dairy products, milk, cheese, butter, ice cream. Stop eating them. They are not good for you. Fried foods, French fry, donuts, fried chicken, color, all kind of things. Stop eating fried foods. The oil has got a problem in there. Number 4, refined carbohydrates like pastry, soda. The whole left and sovereign business stuff. Alcohol is another thing you need to put a stop to. Moderate alcohol consumption may seem harmless, but taking it over time will cause problems. So you can say, okay, get once in a while. I need 2 or 3 times in a week. If you're going to take one little bottle, small, it will lead to big trouble in the future. Number 6, red meat. For example, beef, goat, pork. And we'll say beef, we're talking about cow meat. Y'all who like to just go to the restaurant and say you get it. The goat food ready, everything goes to be very careful. Canned foods are not too good. Biscuits are not good. All right, thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Have a good day, dude. Yes, there is a regular feature with us on the Health Tier right here on the True Breakfast Show 961. The Highland Swell Library. What's making news from the print media coming up? The review of the local dailies. Yes, welcome to the review of the local dailies. What's making news from the print media? Let's start out with the Inquirer newspaper. Yes, on the newsstand, still for $40 Liberian dollars, January 14, volume number 33, number 250. Yes, the front page of the Inquirer. Government signs PYJ Book of Condolence in Foreigners as represented display eye-catching insolence. Yes, it's a major story on the front page of the Inquirer. You can grab a copy. And I'm seeing the President Joseph Boakai, signing the Book of Condolence on yesterday. It's captured on the front page of the Inquirer. Grab a copy. Leading a divided legislature, majority speaker speaks of unity. Well, Richard Kuhn is captured here. Still on the front page, also condemns corruption under funding at UL, welcomes Dr. Mapayan. It's a summary story on the front page of the Inquirer. You can grab a copy. Let's see if I can go to the back page. Where's the back page? The back page of the Inquirer. If I just can't get to the back page, yes, Maka, you can move on. Okay, here is the back page. The back page of the Inquirer newspaper. What's happening? The back page is right here. The back page of the Inquirer. I'm seeing power theft hits LIB Energy Maryland. It's on the back page here. We did nothing wrong. Observer decries police threat over Boulevard Palace story. Yes, Daily Observer reporter David Yates is right here on the back page and in the review of the Inquirer.
Yes, let me come with the front page Africa newspaper. The front page of the front page Africa newspaper. The lead story on the front page: tortured to confess. Capitol building fire suspect accuses joint security of inhumane treatment to falsely incriminate himself, colleagues, and lawmakers. Front page Africa, torture to confess.
Okay.
This hell on. Well, the sub-lead story on the front page: risky and costly government declares collapsed Sesto River Bridge beyond repair as economic shock ripples across southeast. Well, this is a major story. You remember the bridge collapsed recently after a truck carrying heavy equipment broke. That facility is still on the front page of the front page Africa newspaper. I am sorry. In court, Senator DeLong apologizes to ex-president Weah over private jet propaganda. And still on the front page Africa, be decisive. Top Liberian clergy cautions President Boakai to overhaul governance structure. This is Bishop Cotto Brown right here. Murdered in America. Liberian man 57 found dead in backseat of car in U.S. Well, I'm seeing a photograph of the man, though the name is not here. So when you grab the copy of the front page Africa newspaper for $40 Liberian dollars, you will read details of these stories.
Yes, let's move on to the Independent. The Independent is our next stop. What's on the front page? The front page of the Independent on the newsstand for $50 Liberian dollars. Over 3,000 prison language in prison. Wow, 3,000. As pre-trial detainees hit 2,000 plus. Hey, Pre-trial detainees hits 2,000 plus. Praising fellowship raises alarm. Well, big attention to the Monrovia Central Prison. Over 3,000 prisons languish in prison as pre-trial detainees hits 2,000 plus. Praising fellowship raises alarm. It's captured on the front page of the Independent grapple copy. Government opens book of condolence for PYJ. It's a sub story here on the front page of the Independent. Let's go to the back page. Senate staff in hot water. What is it as pro tem orders prop or false claims? Well, Yomni Kanga is captured here on the back page of the Independent grapple copy. Representing Mensa Breeze calls for unity accountability. Well, the Bone County lawmaker is captured here on the back page from the Independent. You can grab a copy and read the rest from the story.
Yes, let's go for the newspaper. The story on the front page. Combined sentiments is a question mark. Combined sentiments. Um, speaks of patriotism. This is the lead story on the front page of the newspaper. I'm seeing a photograph of House Speaker Richard Kuhn captured here. It's a combined sentiments speaks of patriotism. And the sub-lead story: kidney patient declare delay in treatment, says dialysis center is conduit of death. Unquote. Wow. This is a major story. And the final story on the front page: Finance Minister Hills World Bank's partnership. Augustine Gafwa is here alongside the visiting vice president of the World Bank for Western and Central Africa. Let's go to the back page. The back page: no room for illegal disruption. Pro tem wants Senate staff as well. The photograph of the Senate pro tempore is captured right here. Capital arson suspect collapses. The young man is lying flat on the ground. National unity and fueling. Buakai on National County Sports Meet, where the president is here photograph taking a kickoff, the official kickoff of the 2025 National County Sports Meet. Still on the back page of the newspaper, lawmaker reports over 5.3 million district financial aid. 5.3 million Liberian dollars district financial aid. This is District 2 Representative Sekou Konen captured right here. Finally, education officers go through orientation is the final story on the back page of the newspaper.
Yeah, so last thing from my end is the heritage. The front page of the heritage. President Boyka meets World Bank high level dedication. It's captured here on the front page of the heritage. You can grab a copy. GSU hosts annual retreat. Well, highlight 2024 milestones and 2025 vision. Well, Jackson Gaswa, the Auditor General, is captured here on the front page of the heritage. You can grab a copy. Let's see if I can go to the back page. If I can get to the back page, well, that's it also for
yes. So the final story is the Data Observer newspaper, the Tuesday, January 14th edition, and this paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. The lead story on the front page: Capital Fire suspect appears in court. Cordial turns dramatic, scene as alleged culprit collapses after being served writ of arrest. Well, I'm seeing a number of police officers carrying this young man, and I'm also seeing a photograph of the Capitol building on fire, captured right here on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Still on the front page: Gafwa Hills World Bank, Liberia's biggest multilateral partner. PUL detects harassment of Daily Observer journalists by Liberia National Police. Well, I'm seeing by best here. I'm seeing David Yates as well as Deputy Police Inspector General also captured right here. And finally, on the front page: pro tem sets Senate agenda for second section. Let's go to the back page. EcoBank. Well, this one, let's see. PUL president assesses school preparedness for reopening. Huh? Oh, UL president, sorry.
Yes.
UL president assesses school preparedness for reopening. Well, that's it for the Data Observer newspaper.
Yes, so thank you so much. Thanks for the review of the papers. If these stories are interesting, all you do, get on the newsstand and get a copy of the paper sold for 40 Liberian dollars, some $50, and read the rest of the story of interest you like to follow this morning. Good morning. The show is brought to you by Orange and, of course, EcoBank. The Pan African Bank is proud to be associated with the Truth Breakfast Show, 961 The Heart and Soul of Liberia. My name is O'Neal, And of course, along with Marka running straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. Something laughable happened yesterday. During the signing of the book of condolence, I'm just a passing through, right? Representative Samuel Koga went and sat in one of the senator's seat to sign. We're just passing through, right? So some of the senators try to throw jab and say, "Oh, you preparing, eh?" I don't know how many of you saw that on the camera yesterday. Yes,
I didn't really capture.
Yes, I captured that. Koga sat in one of the senator's seat to sign, and say he's a representative, right? And when he sat in the senator's seat to sign the book, say, "No, they pay enough for you. They see enough for you." So one of the senators not calling this, but they meant preparing, they meant practicing. Anyway, they were just passing through. Yes, but I think all is set for this week, for the burial of the Nima hero.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So
Final preparation, we're keeping all of it.
yes. So one will be according to
today's
the
the 14th.
Yes, according to the protocol at the church. I understand today is Tuesday. By well, let me. I have to check it out.
Okay, you check that
But I
out.
think they should be picking up for Nimba.
The 14th, the burial itself is on
It's
the
on the 18th.
on the 18th.
That's on
So
Saturday.
it's 4 days from now.
It's tomorrow.
Mhm.
The trip to Nimba will kick up.
Okay.
Yes.
But let's get going. These two talking points going to coincide with one another. Preparation for the rain season, yes, and that of Liberia missing out. The armed forces. Good morning to the men and women, the gallant men and women of the armed forces of Liberia. With this news that we hear that close to 20 million worth of military equipment we have not been able to bring them into our country. We heard the chief of staff yesterday saying out. And I think the president is actually frustrated. The government of Liberia failed to bring in to country 20 million worth of military equipment. Look, the African Union not just decide and say, let's just give Liberia it. There was negotiation all along. I don't know who hold it, who held onto it. We'll tell you the importance of some of the equipment that was anticipated to come. The equipment are in Douala, Cameroon. Just pack like something in a warehouse, but it need clearing fee. How much is the clearing fee? 1.3 million. How much is the equipment worth? 20 million. This negotiation started with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sarah Bersolo, and others who love it. Even the chief of staff, the current chief of staff, they love it along. Said, look, Liberia, we don't have much equipment. And some of the equipment I want to make mention and just to call their names and make mention like cargo truck, military protected assault vehicles, combat jeep, bulldozer, fuel tank, fire trucks. Do you know how many fire trucks was going to be coming to Liberia? Fire truck, how do you call this one? It's a caterpillars and other parts and other materials. But the thing here is, how come no one took interest in this kind of thing? These moving equipments that WAF and say, come and take it free. The suicide Joseph can go for medical attendance, they gave it to him in country that had to want to look into. You love it. Other countries too. Look, this can be Ghana, Guinea, Sierra Leone. The next day is in country.
Yeah, and that's so sad.
Yes, it's a demotivation to the whole army and to the country. Look at River says the last time the River said that bridge collapsed, right?
Yes,
River. Do you know we have the engineer department of the armed forces? So Liberia missing out on this equipment, Mr. President. I know you are very disappointed. In turning to the House of Senate, I didn't know how discussion went along. It's in Douala, Cameroon, Africa. You say this is for Liberia. Come and take it. The clearing cost will be around 1.3 million. Free equipment. And the good thing, they have 3 years of guaranteed spare parts. Hey, man. There are some vehicles that come to Liberia when it's poor, they say the spare part, and you got to order for it. But this equipment that was coming, 3 years. How did the information? No one took interest. None of you took interest of this. And until, army men don't speak easily. Yes, security men, I understand, I'm talking about the police, but the army don't come out easily to talk. They are pushed. And army men don't talk easily, man. They don't. But for the chief of staff to come out in the public and say this, That even the CIC, the commander in chief, the president is also angry about this. Amen.
Yes, so again, I don't know how we are missing out on this. I don't know how we are missing out on this. They said that the legislature did not approve money for the equipment to come in country. It said that the government could not raise the money to for shipment of these equipment. So I mean this is sad because obviously we need these things.
Sure.
We need these things, and I think it was an opportunity, a kind gesture by the African Union. I mean, to boost security in the region.
Yes.
So especially for Liberia as a country. So I think we would have used all of the opportunities we have to get equipment.
Yes.
But at this point where I mean even the high command of the army is expressing disappointment in the fact that we're not getting the equipment. I think it is a sad time. The authorities, I don't know whether we still have the opportunity to get them.
I'm yet thinking, but I'm saying, Mark, so we don't have interest in this thing. Say, but what will come to do? What will do for us? None of you have interest in it.
There's a saying that people always say, they say in time of peace.
Prepare for what? Look at the equipment that was going to come.
Yeah.
Ammo personal carrier, combat jeeps.
Yeah.
Go in the. I don't want to discuss the army, but if you go in the barrack, you don't see this kind of equipment. We don't have them. But for the head, it's just that you the news director, and you say, look, come with all the recorders, all the camera and thing, then you will operate on one cell phone. You push, when you are pushed, you come out. I mean, they don't talk easily.
Yeah.
The chief of staff to come out in the public and say, look, somebody didn't have interest in this thing.
Cargo trucks, military protective assault vehicles, armored personnel carriers, combat jeeps, bulldozers, cranes, fuel tanks, fire truck.
And some of them are going to be given to the police. That's what I learned. Fire truck. Yes, fire truck.
These things, I think we need them. We need them, and I think the chief of staff is frustrated over the fact that these things that he see as opportunity for the army, we're not able to get them. I think it's a sad thing, But again, so I still want to understand what are the protocols that we are missing in getting them. Does it require some sort of approval, and from where or from whom? Okay. Is it because of the say what 1.3 million?
1.3 million, and the equipment.
Is it the money that we can get?
For me, I'm saying someone interest is not there.
Or someone is saying that we don't need to spend our money. We don't need these things.
We don't need it. The interest is not there. It's none of the interest.
That is wrong.
You took 3 days after the Capitol building got glutted with fire, right? In less than 3 days, we have 1.8 million will be placed in the budget for what?
For repair.
For repair, the renovation of the Capitol building. But look at this kind of equipment. Your money there. You hear me? After the Capitol building got burned, in less than 2 hours, who heard that 1.8 million will go in the budget to renovate it? But look at the kind of equipment just packed in Douala, Cameroon, just there in the store. But the people will say, well, what kind of country is this? That's how I feel sorry for those who sit on the negotiation table to go and talk for Liberia, go and lobby, and say, but what kind of people is this? We say, come and take the thing here, pay for your own clearing cost, the whole country. You can't raise that kind of money. Yeah. I want to say LRA having a major press conference in the press conference, probably maybe they have been able to collect almost $1 billion. Okay, by 11 o'clock. Okay, but 1.3 million. Actually, Marka, what is actually bringing me for the chief of staff to come up to talk? They mean his push. Yeah, his push. He's not around, no gear, training, all of these things. Look at the Tony Barry down there. All these people need equipment. And we're talking about preparation for the rain season. The rain is here already. Some of the equipment could help rehabilitate the roads, the drainages. We are not preparing for it. When the rain fall, there will be so much SOS call on the radio. Folks, Liberians, listen up. Those areas that normally gets affected when there's a heavy pull down of rain, when water enter houses again, because we are not preparing. We're not preparing. The roads needs to be rehabilitated. If you can put the quota, help with the road situation. We talk about Todi. Todi will be cut off during the rain season. That place produces the highest burning of coal that we use in Liberia. Do you know, Marka, rainy season coal price can go up? A bag of coal.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Somebody cooking on store, so you don't know, you don't even have time. You don't care, you don't care. Those who use the bag of coal, the prices jumps up during the rain season because why thought it will be cut off. Yeah, man. Let's sometimes when we talk, we feel like
Yeah.
what is actually happening? Look, I spent some time in Ghana. When you listen to Joy FM, you listen to Max FM. When journalists raise issues, trust me, the MPs, member of parliament, that's what I say in Ghana, the MPs, they take interest in it. But what happened in Liberia?
Everything in Liberia is politics, so
Yeah.
they don't take serious things seriously because
Listen,
they just believe everyone is critical of leaders. So whatever people say, either it's their opinion, let them say what they want to say. But these are things that have direct impact on the lives of the people that you represent.
yeah,
You only respect these people's views during elections, which is wrong.
very wrong.
You only respect the views of the Liberian people during elections. You see, when you watch out this national council supposed meet, you will not see politicians who were making huge donations in 2023 from 2022 to 2023.
Yes.
You will not see them making any donation. But watch out for the 2028-2029 edition of the national council supposed meet.
Oh yes.
And see people making donations.
Yes, that's the E before the election of 2029,
Yes.
right? Of course.
So you see, these kind of insincere behaviors of leaders in the country will always contribute to how the people feel towards them. You understand? You only value the people as election commodities. That's why you take the people to be. You take them to be goose. You will buy them during the period of elections. When elections are over, you don't care about what affects them anymore. This is wrong. This is wrong. Today we have the engineering battalion at the armed forces of Liberia, all across the barracks in the country. What are they doing? They are underutilized.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything.
Just woke up and
but you take all of the contract, even to build road sidewalk, you give it to foreign companies. You give it to foreign contractors. To maintain roads, to the potholes all in the country to close it, you give it to foreign contractors. And you have Liberian companies. You have the engineering battalion at the armed forces of Liberia. They're there sitting doing nothing.
Very effective.
And you know they've done a piece of work here before.
They have done work over and over and over and
you know
over.
that. So we don't use these people only because maybe when we give it to these foreign companies, we'll get some kind of kickback.
Yeah,
we'll get it. Yes, we'll get somebody's interest somewhere. I mean, we cannot build a country like this. If we continue with this, then we will be in the same cycle. We'll continue to be in the same cycle as a country.
Yes. So yesterday I listened up to Senator Dillon. I mean, the honeymoon period is actually over. That's ending in 2024. So I said to myself, before Kotoka Airport, one of the biggest airports that is in Africa now, West Africa, is in Ghana, the Kotoka Airport. This guy used to work for the BBC, Akwesi Sampa. He worked with Joy FM. So he raised up the issue. He said, well, the main airport in Accra will be going off. That's how the member of parliament took interest. That movement, that talk show host raised up. So I'm thinking about, we sit every day on the radio and we talk national issue of concern. Our leaders don't even listen. They don't care. They don't. We are telling you that this rain, there was a climate change. And the falling of rain will be very, very heavy. And we are not preparing. And no one is saying nothing. Okay, public work is doing one or two, but the major, are we preparing the drainages? The roads that need to be rehabilitated, we'll be making mention of them. You're not doing it. And we'll come back and be doing SOS call for the other community.
Absolutely.
Then lawmaker will
you remember the flooding situation in Johnsonville last reading season, the flooding situation in Congo Town, Congo Town. You even remember that the AU, the UN building, the building hosting the UN offices,
so the Monrovia City Hall.
The Monrovia City Hall.
For the very first time to see water just set there. We're not preparing.
So these are some of the issues we continue to see. And the last time we started this discussion, I mentioned community involvement. Look, I mean, O'Neal, communities should also be involved because these drainages, the community people themselves will allow people to to pull, to pull garbage in the drainages. They will get clogged. At the end of the day, if the water can find its way, it come back to the community. So as we are talking to government institutions that are charged with a mandate to do these works, we also should encourage community involvement on you.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
And essentially, I think the city corporations have been doing a little well, because I can remember the last time I saw huge, part of garbage in front of the Dupo Road Cemetery. That place used to be in the past years. That place used to be one of the temporary dump site in Pinsville. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Even the red light itself, central red light, there used to be huge part of garbage in central red light. But we're not seeing these things. We want to appreciate the city corporations for that. But again, the rainy season is not far from here. 3 months, 4 months from now, we will enter the rainy season. And what we saw last year, we should expect that we'll see more than what we saw last year. That we saw the road going to the Capitol building and the executive mansion blocked by water, where vehicles were not able to pass because of flooding in front of the city corporation building. That we saw Johnsonville flooded. We saw Congertown and several other communities. Rehab right here where the president lives.
Yes.
All these places.
Ominga community. The Doe community or the Bushwa Island.
The RI Highway.
Yes.
So all these things are happening. We are coming sooner to remind you of what you're supposed to do. I know somebody will say, well, the budget discussion is done. The president has signed a budget. The budget is now in execution stage. But what can we do? We know there are monies there for these works. If you go under the Ministry of Public Works, you see maybe a line there for road maintenance. You go to the city corporation, waste management, all of these things. We have to try to avoid greater impact of the rainy season this year.
Yes, very well. So time is fast spent, but this issue that happened on yesterday, the Temple of Justice, and the social media now go viral in the whole world to see a sheriff from 2 different courts tossing over one individual. It doesn't speak well for our justice system. Look, the justice system needs to be respected. You see, sheriff from the criminal code B and sheriff from the Monrovia City Code tossing over one individual. This is not good. So upon his arrest, we'll know that Thomas Edgerich, he spoke to the media shots just for a few seconds, but my key issue is to see 2 sheriff on 2 separate. This is my this is my interest of arrest. He should receive the rate until, how do I call it, the victim or the defendant.
But the government got a rate from 2 different courts.
Yes, the defendant not just dropped.
If that's the case,
he just dropped, and the police too was waiting on the side to also make an arrest. Look, the justice system needs to be respected. We must respect the justice system.
Yes, only that's the court side of it. But my side of this entire thing, since this investigation started,
the judge requested the prosecutor to make a reservation that the only can trust the court to carry on medical examination. So there's rid of happy couples that was firing. I think it needs to be it's lots of misinterpretation to the public.
Yeah, so it was based on the rate that the court initially released him to the family, and then it went again to do the appropriate thing by getting the rate, because you can keep somebody in detention for more than 48 hours without charges. So after the rate of habeas corpus was filed, they had to release him according to law. So now to rearrest him, then that means you have drawn your charges against him, man.
Yes.
That's how come now the rate coming for the rearrest.
That's it. You should receive it.
Yes.
And the man says that, well, and yeah, drops.
But only my disappointment in this entire issue is what some of our should I say media colleagues and some political I don't know how to call it, but some of these people who support politicians in the country, O'Neal, now when this fire incident happened, like when other mysterious things happen, all Liberians will be calling for an investigation. Why are people now coming to say because the joint security is investigating this fire incident, it is a political witch hunt against certain people? Why are people saying that? I'm disappointed. You go to Facebook, you see people that we highly respect in this country. They have become critical of the investigation. they are accusing even the security of torturing and all of that. Until they bring these proof, I'm not saying whether it is true or it is lie. However, for this hardcore investigation to be hugely politicized, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in media people who will be politicizing it and saying, oh, they are doing this, they're forcing the man to lie on himself. Why do you say that, O'Neal? Now you said they're forcing the man, they're torturing him to lie on himself. So you think you think the team don't have any lead to this investigation or to individuals? The last time the police inspector general said they have high evidence in their possession, and they are inviting people who are linked to this incident to come out and let the investigation continue. But for people who are supporters or politicians in the country to be insinuating that the police and the joint security is trying to force people to implicate themselves and other people, in fact, naming the former speaker and all, that they are trying to make somebody to incriminate the former speaker and other lawmakers and other this, I think this is not healthy for the investigation. That means the investigation itself is being politicized, which could undermine its intent. Because when people start saying that, that's the same thing how people bought public sentiment about this entire leadership saga at the House of Representatives. At the end of the day, even the justice that people sought, they didn't get it. Again, this investigation about the Capitol building fire is going on. We are seeing people who are absolutely politicizing it, making it like the security is trying to target certain people. I don't think it is fair. I think things like these hardcore investigations, citizens should keep quiet, give the police the chance. Even the media should not even be discussing these investigations until the police can conclude if there's a need to draw indictment against people, for people to go to court and answer to these charges. That is what should be done. I think it should not be discussed in the media. It should not be discussed in the public until the investigation can be done. If you do that, you undermine the entire investigation.
Yeah. So meanwhile, the defendant is at the AMI hospital there seeking medical attention and hope to follow up.
But if I already made the final,
I may say he was tortured.
he tortured me
after he said he was tortured and so on. So anyway, but quickly before getting telephone lines activated, the Ministry of Internal Affairs have been accused of major interference of city mayors across Monserrado and parts of Mangibit as well. All right, the guys have been calling. The issue of Marshall City have not been resolved. They won from the Vartan City Mayor and so on, because look, the internal affairs, right? That's why the people fall under you. But once the people receive that communication from the president and say, look, you XYZ, you are city mayor, that person, you should work with them. And besides, you still have a database to know that every county, every district that do have the city mayors, you will not have somebody working, then you go force another appointment in the same position. You're causing problem. The same way you were appointed, this city mayor was also appointed to by the president. So His Excellency, if you hear noise coming out from city mayor's position, or the president I appointed a mayor and thing, the main problem is coming from the Ministry of Internal Affairs. And Mr. Yimanen, Minister, you remain tight-lipped on this one. These mayors are accusing the Internal Affairs of major interference, that you enforcing people on them. And it shouldn't be that way. Once the president appoints, call the people and work along with them. The same way you can do it from the superintendents. That's how it should be. Let's get a lines activated. Speak to your leader. Meanwhile, at the Ministry of Finance, I heard there's a major investigation ongoing. The Minister of Finance, Gafan, have asked that they should launch in this investigation as how the contract was awarded in the tune of 322,000 was given to a contract. Well, so there was all bidding. So we are following up that investigation. Liberian people wants to know. Let's get a line activated. Speak to your leader. This is a TBS 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Call us on 0777 285 961. You'll be live on the breakfast show this morning, 5 minutes up to 9 o'clock. 0777 285 961. Go ahead.
Yes, and 0770202579. Good morning. Morning.
Morning, Akwe.
So, like, only thank you for the recognition. When you look at my attention has been drawn to two issues we are going to talk to my leaders on. Marka, this issue of some of our brothers in rural market and other public spaces selling drugs in the street, I don't know what the Ministry of Health is doing about this, and we are overlooking these things. Marka,
You mean the people who selling medicines in a bucket?
What was that rally? I said the whole country. There are some problems when people call your hacking. Even myself here, when they say some things there, you won't buy immediately.
When you go read that medicine, they selling one infection medicine.
Infection, kill the infection, pin body, take the pin, you won't buy it right away.
Our people are buying these medications. What institution streets today where our people are just buying the medications from them? So we're going to call the Ministry of Health and those authorities to really take siege of the matter. And in particular,
we have the Liberia Health Product Regulatory Authority, LMHRA. Yeah.
Of education. You know, there are some schools that pay for their permit of last year, 2024. And also this state, the ministry has not made available these people permit. And the issue of wire registration is ongoing. Why from now to the 31st of January, you will become asking the registration. And you cannot do any school registration without a permit. So we don't know what's the deal. We want to call the Ministry of Education. If there's anything that is delaying these schools permit, let them be able to fast track those things that are delaying the presentation of these permits. Schools can be able to get the permit and register the children for the YA.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
I'm after we are talking calling from Kibodo Road.
Okay.
Yes, we are suffering this country. The government is not the problem. In fact, we are government is not the problem. That is really suffering us in this country. If you imagine just a few months ago, these guys pay huge amount of money to hotels just to remove speaker. And now you say, specifically to the ammo, the area. Just to raise that money, you tell yourself, they have money to raise it, or they have money to raise to remove speaker. The president needs to put ourselves together. It's not something we can elaborate.
Okay.
People is seriously. But if they put ourselves together, we will come seriously.
But we don't have any record of the representatives taking money from the budget to go remove speaker anyway.
I'm not taking money from the budget.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
to spend money to sleep in one year for 2 weeks.
Okay.
I'm not taking money from the budget.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Oh, you got a call?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I'll call.
Good morning, man.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let us be frank to one another. The issues about undermining investigations are taken from the top and will go to the bottoms of the lower people. The president told us that there was a hooligan behavior that was carried on by burning the Capitol building. Mind you, a hooligan can be a tree, it can be a hive, it can be a human being. So we will not sit and allow the government to do anything that they feel they're doing and say whatsoever they feel they're saying because we don't want to undermine investigation. We will have our own saying, we will make our own comments, and we will know what we are about to say because now what we're saying, we know that we have the best information to our fingertips. So we will not say
What information you have?
the information here we have that people was able to torture the young man yesterday.
What are your pieces of evidence?
You saw it for your own complexions. You saw it for your own look. Is that our evidence? Is that how that young man was looking when you were taken to the pressing cover? The information you said no of. That young man spent more than 3 days beyond bar. We have no trial. Is that our information? You're not aware of that? Look, we will not sit for government to keep blaming and suppressing people in this country like to say we don't have our own saying. If that could be an undermine our investigation, the president will join you for we ought to undermine this information. So thank you very much for your at least your exposure. Thank you.
Morning.
Yes, sir.
Abbas, morning. Go ahead.
Somebody called me yesterday from GSA Road and I sent you a text concerning your school.
Yeah, I'm investigating. So yes, if that's what you want to talk about, I'm investigating.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Ain't told me to investigate. Okay, great. Let's go to Australia.
Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Freya, hold on the line. Go ahead.
I'm on capacity as the executive director for Men Against Rape. listened to ERBC this morning and I heard that an Ivorian soldier beat on a Liberian lady that has created health complications for her. I'm calling on the Liberian government to take cease of this matter and see how best they can help that lady get treated. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yes, let's go to Australia. Fred is all the way following up from Melbourne. Yes, good morning. You live on the True Breakfast Show, Fred.
Good morning, O'Neal. Happy New Year to you all.
Great, go ahead. Go ahead.
So basically, I've been following the conversation, and I just want to input based on the issue at the court yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would say is that you can see that the accused person, Tom, was accused of committing a crime. So immediately he was arrested by the police and then taken into police custody. But then there was an accusation that Tom was taken over by the NSA. So it means that his lawyers were able to find a real corpus. What that means is that the national security should have been shown that to stand back to the court, the judge ruled that Tom had to seek medical attention. In that case, it means that Tom was under the jurisdiction of the court. So criminal court B should not have to issue another writ until the previous court has discharged the duty to say Tom is no longer a court. But in this instance, Tom was under the jurisdiction of the court. So ensuring that criminal could be issued another writ was actually overstepping the bar and then impact the rule of law.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yes. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning, Fred. Yes. Interference, Fred. Thank you so much, Fred. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. It's Fred away from Australia making his contribution. You can do that on WhatsApp. Those of you watching us online, the Truth FM Real TV Facebook page. You can get more calls up until in 2-3 minutes from now. Go for a break. Yes.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Marka, and good morning to my brother O'Neal. Anyway, I'm Beto. I'm calling from.
Beto, I is the island. How is the island? The Beto Island.
Yeah, we are doing good. We are doing good. Resident of the island, we are doing good. We are all okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I just want to speak to my government.
I think the island gets an issue. Why would not getting you clear? Your call is breaking.
Yeah, island.
Yeah,
Beto Clement, I want to hear a little bit.
Yes, we know.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ambassador Marka and Veteran O'Neal. Let me say good morning to the many listeners. My name is Lawrence P. From Jr. and I'm from Lower Ivy County, precisely District 2. Marka, this morning I am moved by what you say concerning, people who present themselves as media practitioners to always take sides of the politicians. Look, the issue of Capitol Hill, especially the burning of the John Shima, is a great issue, and as such, it needs a systemic, let me just say, forensic investigation. And the joint security is trying a possible best. The last time I listened to the IG, and he said they are doing everything possible to see how best those that were involved into this particular saga can be brought to board. And we have people, especially from the angle of the media, coming out to say that it is a witch hunt. I think it is unfortunate, and if we have this kind of a proceeding coming from the angle of the media, then what more about the politicians? So it is very unfortunate for me. I'm disappointed this morning, and all we can say is that let the joint security be given a chance to see how best they can investigate this matter, and it will orchestrated by people. That these people be brought on board and let the law take equals.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. 2 more calls. Yes.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Marka Davis and O'Neal Roberts. Yeah, this is Fatsu Command, and I join you for honor the canopy of the rescue for soldiers.
Good governance today.
Look, yeah, good governance is the most institution I give birth to the
Pastor, don't be giving people hard time. When you call your job, call your name and say what you want.
Remind me about the proper defender.
Today, if you're a good, the angle of the good governance today, if you're a rescue defender, then who are you now?
What I'm saying is, I'm not sure of the good governance. so sometimes I will call you
Like,
on this.
it's not a reference. It's not a reference.
Let me tell you, when you call here, just call your name and tell your own thing you want to. Forget about good governance and rescue.
Yeah, you guys, thank you very much. Yeah, for being steadfast over the years and on many occasions, you know, for coming on with panel before task. I think your kind is rare in Liberia among the in the field of journalism. There are a lot of people they are now with political person. They always advance the agenda of that person. But to see you got very panel, your reporter panels, they speak following that you are very good citizens. So we say kudos to you. But to the issue, my attention has been drawn to the increasing wave of car plying the street without license plates. And I think that falls strictly on all the Liberian National Police. And I think that also has some security implication. Because in case the man whose car is not plated go somewhere and does wrong, and people want to trace the car and the man car is not plated, will people go say, well, I want black car key, one person also in black car key and did this? I think it is wrong. So in this I want to call on the Liberian National Police to see how best you can increase or inspection on those cars applying the street without lesson plate.
Okay, thank you, Fasu. Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neal, and let me say good morning to Marka TV. This is the voice of Abate Kwana Yele. Phone in for Nima County to pick like Sevi, District Maseri, Sakoti. The chairperson of the intellectual class of District Maseri.
Very good.
Let me appreciate you people this morning for all the talking points. But firstly, I want to inform the people of Mosawaro County that the people of Nima County for the now electoral district, we are in high gear. The elders, the women, the youth, everyone of them are in high gear to accept the body of our political godfather, in person of Honorable Prince Edupe Johnson. And the traditional people with the form that tax. Our country is considered to be a traditional country. So the issue of culture and tradition.
Our country
is considered to be.
So those who come to the Nima should be aware that all traditions will be performed.
Yeah, that be much aware of that.
So we are coming. We are not from Nima. We should be aware of it. And that's all.
Yeah, you should be aware of it. You should be aware of it. Nima country is considered to be a traditional country. We have 3 countries in Liberia that practice the issue of culture and tradition. We are Nima, we are Pum, and we are Lofa. So when you are coming, in fact, the traditional people will be accepting the government body right to welcome to Nima.
Okay.
And they will be breaking the body, and we want to inform the central government to advance their security because the issue of the traditional people don't want for people to pick on our fathers, taking that place. Because you will see people with bomber, you will see people with a spear in their hands, you will see people showing some things that will look surprising to you.
Okay.
What is you be sorry, Cutlass? You will be sorry, Cutlass?
No, the thing is, I just want to be very more optimistic on your platform that the people of Nima County, we are in high gear. For the
Aba, you can speak, man.
I can speak my phone.
Be like about money, eh?
Just stop that thing right there.
Thank you.
Are you the chief of protocol, in fact? Anyway, yes, but thank you so much. Thanks for all of the calls. I saw a very beautiful T-shirt.
Okay.
With the senator, the list senator Prince Johnson, our hero.
Okay.
Very beautiful black T-shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's on sale or it's someone who's giving it out.
I think it's on sale. Yeah.
Okay, proceed will go to where?
You can get to us. Man, we are hosting almost the whole country.
No, that's selling.
So,
anyway,
we are hosting.
It's a very beautiful T-shirt.
We are hosting almost the whole country.
I said. Now, I mean, if sell out the T-shirt, proceed maybe goes to his foundation, the PYJ Foundation.
Exactly.
Also. Anyway, yes, let's go for sports right here on the TV.
You can get one rep from his resident here.
Okay. Yeah, but I'll be in back anyway. You go in Grand Bassa.
I'll be in Nima. Don't worry.
So you decided like a spanner now.
Don't worry.
Yeah, you're having a party in the water, and the party is on a tree, right? Which side of Marka will
They
go?
will tie the rope. I'll be in
The Arab's agenda is launch will be this weekend in Grand Bassa,
That
right?
doesn't matter. That's just on Wednesday.
On Wednesday
That
to Wednesday.
Wednesday we launch that thing.
No, that 3 day. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Don't worry.
Decision is critical thinking. Now he's thinking where to go.
No, I'm not thinking everything is resolved.
Okay, so now from Bassa to Nima.
Yep, forget it.
Yes, but the men will be in these two counties,
Yeah.
Bassa and Nimba. So just put your excuse with the HR today. Yes, confirm you have for 1 week. 1 week too long, man.
No,
2 days in Grand Bassa, 3 days in Nimba. Back to the capital.
But today, like, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Yeah.
And back on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. The time back I
We
play
don't,
you
we,
back.
don't, we don't call the DGO on us. we lost Senator Johnson.
Yeah, you're going to go. Anyway, yes. Let's go for sports. Naomi Tapia is here to fill us in the world of sports. What's making news this morning? Yes, let's link up with Naomi this morning in the world of sports. Good morning to you. Welcome.